Hello, this is the 2025 James P. McCarthy Southeast Regional Lifeguard Championships. This is our recap show. My name is Jim McCready.
And I'm Jack Driscoll, retired captain from Volusia County. Welcome to the Hard Rock and beautiful Daytona Beach.
I'm the Southeast Regional Competition Director, also the Lifeguard Chief in lovely Hallandale Beach. And what a great event we had this morning so far.
I'll tell you, Jim, we got a break in the weather, and it's gone off without a hitch. We got at least 14 beach patrols represented here from all over Florida, from the Panhandle all the way down to the southern tip of Florida and all the way back up to here in Volusia County. It's just been outstanding this morning. It's expected to be clear weather for the rest of the go, and we're going to have another 5 events this afternoon after we do this morning's recap. Now, Jim, how many competitors do you speculate there are?
I believe that we had maybe 170 or so pre-registered. I'm expecting somewhere near 200 competitors for the total event. A lot of those competitors will stay here for both days. Some will just come for certain events. But we expect in excess of 200 competitors from all over the Southeast region, which is the state of Florida, Alabama, Puerto Rico, and the Caribbean islands.
It's been a great showing so far. We've seen some veterans here, and we've seen some newbies, and it's going to be an exciting 2 days. So let's break to our sponsors so we can acknowledge some of the people that helped us get here.
My name is Zoe Fulton, and I chose to become a lifeguard because I love the ocean and the beach.
My name is Chandler, and I chose to become a lifeguard because I wanted to make a difference, and there's no better place to do it than the beach.
My name's Aurora, and I became a lifeguard because my mom used to work here, and I have great family ties throughout this.
If you're not relaxing with your toes in the sand and a drink in your hand, then all we can say is we wish you were here at the Ocean Deck. Whether you're dining with the family upstairs or partying in the sand downstairs, at Ocean Deck, we serve up a delicious menu, unbeatable drink specials, and the best live entertainment on the beach. Visit oceandeck.com to see the menu and events. So come on, let's get happy at the Ocean Deck.
Ocean Deck, voted the #1 beach bar in USA Today's 2025 Reader's Choice Awards. Whatever you're into, Central Florida's only national leader in orthopedics is here to help you get back to it. Advent Health. Feel whole.
Okay, we started off this morning under cloudy skies, but we started off with the surf swim, which is essentially about, 350-meter swim?
It's actually much longer than that. It's set up to be somewhere around a 400-meter swim with 150 out, 100 across, and 150 in. But because of the distance of the flagline from the shore today, it was looking closer to maybe a 550 or even a 600-meter swim this morning.
Yeah, it looked a little long, and of course there's open women, open men,
and there's age groups all the way up to 75 plus.
All accruing points for their respective teams,
this race
right?
isn't right, and we so far we have a very tight race right now from the team perspective, and in these open individual events. But we do have a close race. Competitors place here, first and second place. You can get points even if you came in 16th place. So even though you don't win this event, even those places in the back helped your team to get closer to that, that regional team championship that's so important.
So you can see it was glassy conditions. It was ideal for the swimmers, although albeit no lines on the bottom of this pool.
Right.
They seemed to navigate quite easily. Great shots from our drone, and you could really see how tight the ladies were as well. As they
Looks like that's
finish line.
Casey Francis running up to the finish line.
Casey Francis, a national team member from
Fort Lauderdale Ocean
Fort
Rescue.
Lauderdale by way of Penn State swim team?
Yep.
Yes.
Had a brief visit in Virginia Beach before we were able to steal her away to Fort Lauderdale.
Just like pro football. Good for you.
Right.
And so you'll see that the colored flags, those flags are earmarked for lane competition, which wasn't in play in the surf swim, but it will be in some of the other events.
And because the flag line was set so far from the shore, we typically have a couple of ball buoys that we swim around that are a little bit farther than the flag line, but we didn't need those because of the distance the flag line was from shore. But it was definitely a true 550 to 600 meter swim, very long swim. And like you said, Jack, not a lot of surf to deal with. We did have some pretty strong lateral current headed from north to south that the swimmers had to navigate around. But, you know, the favorites did well, just like we expected them to.
Right.
The
Some new ones.
Some new ones.
New faces too.
That's the exciting part. Every year we get new competitors. We get a lot of collegiate and high school swim team people that join lifeguard agencies in the summer, and they love to come out to this event. But more often than not, it's our seasoned veterans that end up winning these events year after year.
Right. We're always trying to endorse the youth involvement, the youth movement, and recruiting is also such an issue. We spoke about that earlier during some of our events, how hard it is to acquire the competitiveness and to retain lifeguards summer after summer.
Well, Lifesaving as a career really took a hit during COVID, where a lot of the pools of people that lifeguard agencies draw from weren't really there anymore. A lot of the ocean rescue agencies will sometimes take former pool lifeguards, and because all those pools were shut down during COVID, those pools of employees really weren't available. So a lot of agencies had to start from scratch. They had to do their own, you know, competitive recruiting from swim programs and junior lifeguard programs, and the pay had to be raised a lot to get some of these people back into the industry.
Right. Let's take a break and check out another video.
My name's Ryder. I chose to be a lifeguard because a lot of my friends are doing it and I love the ocean.
My name is Sophia and I chose to become a lifeguard because my friends convinced me to do it and I enjoy the thrill of being able to save people.
I'm Nathan and I chose to be a lifeguard because of the flexible work hours and I love to stay active.
So we're going into segment 2. So we're going into segment 2 now.
Jumped up like a lion, tangles in my hair. Call me what you want, I don't care. I'm on fire in my underwear, doing what I want like a millionaire. I turn it up another notch, I rock it loud and make it hot. I spike the punch and make it pop. Don't stop. Living my best life, living my best life. Do what I feel like, living my best life. Staying up all night, keeping it alright. Do what I feel like, living my best life, living my best life.
Okay, we're back and we're looking at a recap of this morning's events, the paddleboard race and in the open men paddle. Highly competitive, highly technical boards. There's not your standard surfboard. You're not something that you stand up and surf on. These things are knee weld. They're fit to each individual paddler, and technique is all about training, right, Jim?
Absolutely, and like you said, these are not the tower lifeguard paddle boards or rescue boards as they call them that the lifeguards use in the course of their duty. These are highly specialized rescue craft. Some of these paddle boards will cost up to $3,000 with carbon fiber glassing, and it's a lot of it's individual. You'll get this board based on your body weight. You can have them ordered to spec. You might want a little bit of a flatter bottom to help you in the knee paddling. You might want a little bit of a rounder bottom that'll help you in the prone paddling. There's a lot that goes into this paddleboard design.
Gives muscle masses that you're using prone versus knee. Gives each of them a break and momentum differentiations of how you reacquire your speed and navigation wise.
Yeah, and there's a lot of strategy that goes in that. From an individual paddleboard perspective, a lot of these paddlers like to start out prone paddling. It's easier to navigate through the crowds of people at the start. And then once they get a head of steam going, once they get the board up to a certain speed, they'll pop up to their knees. Then they'll do a strategy where they might knee paddle to the first buoy, then they'll prone paddle across the flag line, and then they'll knee paddle back in. Some of these paddlers will stay on their knees the entire time. It just depends on their skill level, their training methods, and what strategy they think works best for them.
Boy, these drone footages of these paddlers show exactly what techniques we're talking about. There you see knee, and then of course the exiting out of the water, you have to carry your board across the finish line. It's just mind-boggling how these guys train, and they train for different conditions. Today was ideal for the paddle race. It was glassy, it was overcast,
right?
So relatively easy for them as far as course goes.
And you know, some surprises in the winners, and then some non-surprises. For instance, in the men's, we had an older competitor named Derek Brown who's never won this event before, a longtime surfer from Martin County, came out of nowhere to pull this event out, and now he's a regional champion, which is nice to see.
Yeah, that's
really
awesome.
Good guy, excellent lifeguard. And then in the female division, the women's open board race, we had Gwen Bensey, who's a former national champion. Was a junior lifeguard in Fort Lauderdale and Pompano. She worked in Deerfield Beach, and now I believe she works in Boca Raton, and comes from a family of lifesavers and competitors. So that's nice to see as well.
That's awesome, and it gives credibility to the East Coast paddlers too. And
absolutely,
when you start talking about national championships, which they're going to be participating in out in Huntington at Huntington State Beach, what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, early August.
Yeah, they'll be heading back out there to compete for the national championship and maybe consideration for a world team bid.
Right, and representing their agencies and the region itself. We're looking forward to seeing that.
We're going to have another event coming up that we're going to talk about. We're going to take one break real quick, and we'll be back and hopefully get to talk to a couple of this morning's champs in their respective events.
There we have our champs right here.
I know.
My name's Logan. I chose to be a lifeguard because I just love the beach and I just want to help people.
My name is Riley, and I chose to become a lifeguard because I want to help people, and also I want to be like a Navy SEAL, so I thought it would like transfer well.
Wagner the Lawyer Dude here, serving Daytona Beach for about 20 years. When you or someone you care about gets into a car accident or a slip and fall, and it turns out to be a real beach, hit up the Lawyer Dude. Why use Wagner the Lawyer Dude? It's simple. I use my surfer-style attitude to get you the most money in your pocket, not the lawyer's pockets. Let's get you lawyered up by surfing over to lawyerdude.com or call me at 833-333-3333 because Wagner the Lawyer Dude makes it easy. Vasileiros Wagner, offices Felicia, Flagler.
Okay, we're back, and as we progressed into the morning, we had the surfboat race right after the paddle race, and a couple of other surf rescue, and then the mixed surfboat race, which is essentially a dory boat that followed that. And of course, this afternoon we're going to have yet another recap at 4 o'clock with 5 more additional events here this afternoon. So what did you like about the surfboat race this morning?
You know, we didn't have a lot of surf. You know, the namesake surfboat didn't really come into play, but we had a lot of very competitive racing, a lot of really good endurance athletes out here today. In conditions like this with no surf, it's a longer, hotter race, and we really got to see that today. We got to see the people that really put the practice in.
We saw some mixed teams, not necessarily from the exact same beaches, but that's okay. They could split the points, and they may have been practicing and training like we spoke with earlier. To some of them, they've been competing all winter long in South Florida, right? They have these series of races.
Yeah, every year we have a 2-mile surfboat series where we have 8 to 12 races all over the region. We did not get a chance to do our 2-mile series this year. Hopefully we'll bring it back next year. But we did see some very competitive racing. We saw some perennial champions that come out to this event every year and place in the top 3. And this year wasn't any different. We had, 4-time national champions from Del Rey, Justin Catan and John Livingstone won the Open Men's. Oh, look who it is.
Hello.
We have a legendary competitor here, Casey Francis. Which way? I'm sorry, this way? Oh, that way.
Let's make her a little room. Make a little room for a competitor here. Give her a little air.
I had the pleasure of working with Casey in Fort Lauderdale. Some would say that I stole her away at a national lifeguard competition and recruited her to Fort Lauderdale.
From Tom Gill?
From Tom Gill in Virginia Beach.
Good.
Casey, tell us how you got into surf racing.
Yeah, so I swam in college. I swam at Penn State. I actually did Jones Beach junior lifeguarding growing up, but never did many of the competitions. I did like the local Long Island competition every summer, and that was it because swimming was so important to me. And then being at Penn State, there was a couple Penn State swimmers, once they were graduated, got into surf lifesaving, and they traveled on the international teams. And I took a gap year before going to physical therapy school, and I wanted to lifeguard and try and explore and try and make the team and make new friends and have some fun and find a sport. It's hard being competitive your whole life, and swimming was kind of my identity, and then you are done with swimming, you're done with college sports, and it's kind of like, what do you do next? And you're kind of lost. And I felt like for me, surf lifesaving was a great way for me to still stay competitive but not have to train 20 plus hours a week. And it gave me some awesome friends through it too.
And tell us a little bit about your full-time job.
Yeah, I am a full-time physical therapist. I actually own my own cash practice, so I do performance PT. So it's kind of a crossover between strength and conditioning and physical therapy. And I work with all ages. There's no only working with athletes or anything like that. I think my youngest kid is 8 and my oldest is 84. So It's kind of a wide variety, and it's been great.
Well, congratulations on your past performance and your championship today.
Thank you.
Now, how did we do today so far? What all have you been in?
Swim was good. Got first in that. The board was pretty good too. I was happy just being in that lead pack, but ended up in 5th. I think my favorite race of the day, though, so far was probably the surf rescue, just because I got to win that with an all Fort Lauderdale team, which it's hard for us to always bring so many girls out, and for us to have enough girls to actually make 2 teams was awesome. And then I'm getting little goosebumps, but it was just so happy to be able to celebrate the win with the whole Fort Lauderdale team.
And to be able to spare that many guards to get up there.
Yeah,
exactly. Somebody's got to man the beach.
It's true. It is true. And so it's been nice.
Well, that's so exciting. Good luck this afternoon.
Thank you.
And hopefully you'll get High Point winner, and we'll see you at Huntington Beach and maybe a bid for the world team.
That would be awesome.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Awesome, thank you.
Yep. Are we doing it with them too, or no?
Not yet. I think we're done for now because we're running so late.
My name is Tony Beasley. I became a full-time lifeguard because I enjoy helping people and I love working outdoors.
My name's Marin, and I want to be a lifeguard because my dad used to be one and I like being on the beach.
My name is Ricky, and the reason I chose to be a Volusia County lifeguard is because I like the lifestyle, working out, staying in shape, helping people out. It's a labor of love for me, and that's why I chose to be a lifeguard.
Okay, we're back live, and welcome back to the Hard Rock with the 2025 James McCarthy Southeast Regional Lifeguard Championship. And with us now is the championship team today from Fort Lauderdale Beach Patrol in the Surf Rescue. Welcome, ladies.
Woo! Thank you. Thank you.
Jim, what do you know about this quartet?
Well, I happened to work for 34 years in Fort Lauderdale, so I'm super proud of these ladies. I don't know all of them. Some of them are new. I definitely know Casey here.
So introduce yourself real
I'm sure
quick,
she's
Casey.
been an
You
awesome
introduce
mentor.
So I'm Casey Francis.
I'm Julia Freshour.
I'm Brenda DeVoki.
Sophia Carvello.
I know you, Julia. It's been a while. Sorry about that.
So
Sorry
fun
about that.
fact, I actually did the USLA Academy with Julia's older sister, Diana. When I got hired at Fort Lauderdale, I actually did the academy with Diana, her sister. And now it's like full circle.
That's awesome.
I'm still here.
Okay, who was the victim?
I was.
You got dragged across the ground.
Yeah,
Okay.
I swam out and then
That
got pulled
looked,
in.
it looked pretty clean, the carry out of the water, and these two girls carried out of the water, the tall ones, right?
Yes.
And because you refrained from that because your legs are spent, right?
Correct, yes. So
Did you have the giant fins on?
I did have the giant fins
Okay.
on, yeah.
That takes a lot out of the quads.
So
It does.
for those that are not familiar, what happens is the victim swims out to the flag line, which would be this little speedster. When she gets to the flag, she shakes
gets
the
the
flag
flag,
in her
yep.
respected lane, which gives Cassie the good the green light to go. And then when she reaches, she wraps a Peterson belt around her waist.
Correct.
And then head back to shore.
Yep.
Now, do you implement backstroke kicking at all to get your bearings, or what? What do you do?
When I get clipped in, I do streamline and I start backstroke kicking the whole way, like crazy, just like so I can take some
Did you
pressure
feel her?
off of her.
To be honest, not that much. It was actually pretty good, and I think one of the tricks that I've learned with rescue race, especially with the big fins, is don't use your legs too much on the way out and focus on using them more on the way in. And then just the yellow or orange, bright orange tops helped a ton because I'm looking for my team, and I'm like,
Yeah.
gosh, I hope they're there soon so I can give them this buoy and they can carry her in.
It's easy to get lost in a sea of people waiting on the beach.
Yes, but the neon orange helped a lot for
yeah,
sure.
it did. Good call there.
Good
And then
strategy with that.
And then these girls did the carry-in.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't seem like much, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
Because she's dead weight,
Yeah.
right? Who got the shoulders? You got the shoulders, you got the legs.
Yeah.
Wheelbarrowed her
Nice.
in without falling. Congratulations.
Was there a lot of practice that went into this, or was a lot of winging it that went into it?
You know, we practiced once over there before.
Well, you're naturals at it, obviously.
Okay, we got events planned for this afternoon and tomorrow for both of y'all, all four? Yeah? Awesome.
Yeah.
So
they got to get ready for landline. I'm going to coach landline. I'm not
Nice.
in landline.
Okay, great.
One of my
'cause
favorite events.
We're
Yeah.
going to let you go. That's another big team event. Ladies Landline is going to be great. And we're going to wrap up, and we'll see you back on the beach. And now
Thank
we
you.
know what you got on.
Yeah.
We'll be able to holler for Fort Lauderdale.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
Okay, back to you.
Sweet.
Coming up next, board rescue race, single surf boat race, open landline race, American Ironman and Iron Woman, beach flags, and then some championship highlights. We'll be back here in studio, hopefully outside, and we're going to go over this afternoon's 5 events as well, Jim.
Awesome.